For the 40th anniversary of HMP, it was fitting for it to be big, with the largest attendance and the largest submission of posters in SAWC history. I guess there's a reason they had to have it in Dallas because, as they say, everything's bigger in Texas. Now, it wouldn't be SAWC if there wasn't buzz all around the coverage and reimbursement for CTPs, which last year posted a $1.75 billion in spend in Q3 alone, a whopping 61% increase from the previous year. Now, there is debate in the industry. However, there is consensus that CTPs provide an incredibly efficacious treatment modality for wound closure, and that the current model of reimbursement has created perverse incentives that has facilitated and attracted the kind of bad behavior that unfortunately was highlighted in the lightning rod New York Times article in April. As a result, the market knows a change is coming. However, the LCD that was supposed to go into effect in April was held. Now, that LCD would have eliminated coverage for 85% of the products currently on the market. Now, this hold was designed to allow companies to submit more evidence in the form of RCTs, but also, crucially, opening the door for the consideration of real-world evidence. Additionally, a more meaningful change in CTPs will be proposed in July, when CMS reviews the payment structure. And the industry prediction is that the proposal will be to move away from the ASP plus 6% model that has driven prices as high as $4,000 per square centimeter for some CTPs on the market. Now, all of these changes have the market leaders rightfully focused on outcomes for a sustainable model in the market, which is why ETS was excited to announce that Mirragen's RCT achieved its key endpoints with 148 patients, showing a 73% healing rate compared with only 42% of the standard group after 12 weeks. Now, whether using a CTP, negative pressure, traditional dressing, standard of care is that debridement is the first step in proper healing. Now, this SAWC saw the emergence of two technologies that go beyond the scalpel to democratize and improve efficiency of this key treatment protocol. The first is from newly spun off business of Medilla, Medaxis, which is in beta launch with their microjet wound prep product that provides a greater variability to give clinicians nuance in water-derived wound prep. The second is XSONX, whose second generation handheld vibrating debridement tool is not only showing efficacy, but also showing a reduction in pain due to the analgesic effects of high vibration and microdebridement. Even though the keynote was on the impact of AI and the impact of technology on wound care, I noticed some of the most impactful innovations are found in the new dressing solutions and novel materials being used in the dressings, like XLTA Holdings, who has a new wound dressing with an all-natural fiber matrix that has a powerful hydrocapillary effect. It can defy gravity for up to 2 feet and has a naturally positive ionic properties as well. We also saw how a unique dressing with a hard-to-say name, a Zetuvit, whose water-repellent outer layer for protection of clothing and bedding and silicone adhesive fits nicely to the needs of the home health market and has helped propel Hartman to the market leader in the post-acute market. No matter the type of dressing, there is no early detection of infection of the wound site without removing the dressing, which is why it was awesome to see ParaNano has solved this problem with their Bio-Z Smart Bandage, a flexible nanofiber membrane that visually changes colors when pathogenic activity is detected. All with no wires or batteries or cumbersome device. Their smart bandage provides a continuous wound monitoring, so both a caregiver and the patient at any skill level can detect an infection in any setting. Finally, wound care dressings are difficult to keep in place. That's especially true with an active and younger population, like the population that suffers from HS. a condition that causes painful, recurrent lesions to form in delicate areas of the body, which is why Suzanne Maloney, an HS patient herself, saw and experienced a huge unmet need to provide wound dressings that stayed in place in dynamic areas of the body while moving. She took it on herself to create a complete line of garments that facilitate their secure lock technology that keeps their proprietary dressings in place, bringing not only care, but significant quality of life to the 1% of the populations that suffers from HS. The future of this $8.6 billion wound care market is focusing on the needs of the 6.1 million patients suffering from chronic wounds. And it was truly great to see the industries and clinicians refocus the conversation on that objective at SAWC Spring. Now, what did you see? I know I missed a lot, so please comment below. Until then, our mission is to improve lives by uniting great people with great companies. Let us know how our mission can help you.